G'day fellas, and welcome back. It's a pretty special replay I've got in store for you guys today, and before you leave, yes, I know I'm playing a carrier, but I'm playing with my good mates Dravich and Com here. Com's playing the Prince Heinrich, and we've got Drav here in the Flint. Now, why are we playing together? Well, if you guys have been paying attention, you would be have hopefully seen this recruiting station anniversary event that's going on, and we're here trying to target the ganks of these expedition tokens, which will give us a tier 8 container. There's also a giveaway going on for some Razor Phantom collection stuff, as you can see here. But for us, we're trying to also get this specific mission done here, which is get 7 kills between us, and well, we'll get another tier 8 premium container as well. So I'm very fortunate. Both Drav and Com, they are actually both beta players. However, they did stop playing the game for a few years. Especially, I can't remember the exact details. They can probably correct me if I'm wrong here, but they had accounts originally created on A. They transferred over to Asia. Hadn't played ships for a while, so I actually got them back as recruiting shipmates. And that's why we're trying to target this mission, because if we can get 7 kills, that's at least 1 tier 8 container, and you get at least 36 tokens, you'll get another tier 8 container. So you can probably guess what we're targeting today. And this replay is going to be a little bit interesting because we're going to bounce around between the 3 different perspectives. My perspective here in the Lowenhart, Com's perspective in the Heinrich, and then we've got Drav's perspective in the Flint. So get ready for some of that today. But starting off with, I'm playing a tier 6, they're playing tier 7s. Why do you ask? Well, we were trying to... you guys would have seen 899 divs. Essentially, we bring a tier 8 carrier and you play some tier 9 ships to try and force it down tiers. Similar kind of premise here. And already I do a bit of decent damage there against that. I believe there was a Duke of the Oster. So, not a bad start. However, as you can see, we did have kind of favourable matchmaking. Not really. We are technically bottom tier as a tier 6 ship here, but there is a lot of tier 6s in this game, but quite a fair few tier 7s and a couple of tier 8 battleships as well, which we're going to have to watch out for. It's a double carry game, so just got to keep that in mind. And there's a burn, so if that dude knows what he's doing and he's got hands, well, he's going to ruin my day. But not too bad of a start for me straight off, and we're going to be sending the rocket planes straight back out, trying to get some spotting for my friendly team over here. Drav, as you can see already, he's positioned himself behind the island of the Flint. He's going to try and take advantage of the cover so he doesn't have to use the smoke screen early, and just try and start peppering away at his opponents they can see down here. Com, in the meanwhile, he's trying to make his way across, well, behind the island over there in D3. He's going to try and get a shot now at, say, this Duke of the Oster, who has just been spotted again, lines them up, fires away, and, well, is he rewarded with a good shot? Well, of course he is. He gets a Citadel, even though he was only 2 hits, gets a Citadel with this ship. And not too bad of a start. I mean, he's already up to about 14,500 damage, which is, with only 2 shells, which is not bad going. Now, particularly I just want to mention as well, Com is actually grinding his Heinrich here. This is his, I believe, 6th game in the ship. So, we'd already had a decent few games. We got 6 kills a few times earlier, but trying to get this mission done, and Com's actually kind of close to the Zeton. So just got to see, hey, could he actually get the Zeton researched in only 6 games? Yes, he's running Blue Boost, he's going to bring me in count, so just get that out of the way. But he's trying to see how quickly he can get to the Schlieffen, because he's seen me play it, and he's just like, give me the secondaries, basically. So now, at the moment, there's not too much going on here in this situation. It's basically just a case of, hey, let's try and get some planes back up in the air, try and get the rotation going. And it's the early stages of the game. This is unfortunately when the boring stuff kind of happens. Just waiting for the enemy team to either like make some bad plays, look for an opening for us here. We just got to wait and hopefully exploit any opportunities that come our way. At the moment, unfortunately, we've just lost 2 ships. One of them being a tier 8 Amagi to the Boise secondaries, which is... I don't even know, man. How do you lose a tier 8 battleship against a tier 7 secondaries on a light cruiser? Anyways, we've managed to find ourselves the Dallas over here. Replay is a little bit bugged, so the aiming doesn't quite look like that, I will admit. We get a drop off, but unfortunately the fighters latch onto us. We can see the Duke, he's actually really quite low. We've only got 1 plane left in the squadron here. We're just going to try and go for it. He's got DFAA up. we managed to get the torpedo off, and now it's a question, is this torpedo actually going to be good enough to hit? It is, and we pick up our first kill for the division overall. Good start so far. Now, yeah, I'm still a little bit in disbelief about how an Amagi dies so quickly. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but that's just the way it's going to go. So, Drav, as you can see, he's using his smoke screen there, trying to take advantage of, well, some nice portable cover that he's brought alongside himself. And I've just seen that Hawk there in the center of the map. He's actually quite low, especially for a tier 8 battleship in this game. Somebody tell me what's going on with the tier 8 battleships. I mean, this is a game they should be absolutely stomping on, and, well, he's not doing too great. So, we're going to just try and see, hey, maybe we could pick him another early kill here, especially against a tier 8 battleship. He's only on 13,000 hit points here. If we can nail him, that would be huge, but there's a fighter on him, and, well, he's turning in. He's also got DFAA, so we got to watch out. We've only got 4 planes in the squadron, so we're only going to get 1 attack off. There's his DFAA. We got to just really be careful, try and get this attack run off. These torpedoes on the low and hard, they suck, right? They're not great whatsoever, but we do get the drop off. And, well, I don't know if you're paying attention to the map there, but you can see enemy teams actually pushing really quite hard down the 9-10 line. We get a torpedo on him, but unfortunately we lose our Ramat on the 9-10 line there. So, yeah, not too great. Now, just for a little bit of context, if you don't know what the Lowenhart is, it was meant to be one of the sister ships to the Graf Zeppelin, right? We all know what the Graf Zeppelin's like at tier 8 with those amazing secondaries, and this is not a spoiler, this is just a hint, but the Lowenhart down at tier 6 gets the exact same secondaries with the exact same reload. You're just missing, what, one twin 105 gun, I believe, on it. The main difference is, as well, other than that, is just you got less range compared to the Graf Zeppelin at tier 8, and you just got a lot worse dispersion. I mean, it's like 500 meters compared to 160 or something on like a full secondary build meters dispersion on Graf Zeppelin compared to Lowenhart, but, well, you've got a bit of a monster, so hopefully we can exploit that a little bit later. Meanwhile, over here, Drav has got himself in the flint. He's managed to find this enemy Hawk, and he's, once again, abusing his portable smoke screen, his portable cover, and he's going to just try and see if he can shut down this Hawk. Hawk's really quite low now at this point, and he does manage to shut him down, which is an excellent one for us, because that's, well, our second kill of the division, and, well, second kill in this entire game. The rest of our team not doing too great so far. And as you can see, well, I was paying attention to this, but I kind of positioned my carrier kind of awkwardly at the start here. I'm going to try and run from this enemy flank that's pushing onto us, but I'm going to kind of beach myself for a little bit, so it's going to slow things down a little bit. Anyhow, Drav here, he's found this enemy Myoko, and whoa, there's a surprise call. And they're going to just quickly reenact what they did in Darling Harbour here, and they're going to give each other a smooch. Sorry, that's an inside joke. They didn't. I'm just messing with them. They give each other a quick little love tap here, and, well, they're going to continue on and hopefully start trying to put the pressure on the enemy team, because whilst they've rotated down the 9-10 line, our team here with Com and Drav in the lead at the moment, they've managed to go ahead and exploit an opening and start pushing through. So this Sinop over here, he's not going to be looking for a grand old time, but the Myoko comes out broadside on. Com's looking to get those shells off. If he can, that'd be an amazing dev strike to get against this tier 7 Japanese cruiser. Can he get it? And of course he gets 3 overpens. But in order to make up for this, he's got his fantastic secondaries on this ship. So he's just going to start whittling down this dude. Drav's helping him behind as well. Com pops his hydro because he's fully aware that those torpedoes are incoming. He sees them and he's going to try his very, very best to turn in. Drav is just exploiting the fact that Myoko's turning a lot, try and see if he can get away with that. Com, unfortunately, is going to eat one of these torpedoes here, but he dodges the rest of them. The Vanguard, though, yoinks that Myoko kill off us, which is kind of unfortunate. You can see I tried to come up with the rocket attack planes there, just to finish that off. But the Sinop, he's unfortunately beached himself down in the corner there. And, yeah, that's not going to prove too good for his health, especially with the Vanguard on the flank. Switching back to my perspective here really quickly, just trying to see, hey, there's a lot of ships coming for me, I want to do some damage before I probably go down. So, this Nürnberg that's over here, German light cruiser, he's called broadside in the open to us. We've got AP attack rockets here. We're going to come in for the strike, line it up, fire off those rockets, and, well, we're going to be rewarded with 3 citadels there, which is... yeah, that's going to hurt against the tier 6 cruiser. Meanwhile, Drav and Com down here, they're just continuing to pummel this Sinop, and I feel really, really bad for this Sinop, man. Oh, that sucks. Getting yourself beached against the island there, you're just getting incessantly spammed by secondaries, by HE rounds, you've got a Vanguard as well behind. It's not a fun experience whatsoever, and I feel bad for the guy. And who's going to get the kill here? It's going to be Dravocom, and it's going to go to... well, Com gets the kill there with that fire at the end. And then Com sees a carrier. He finds the enemy Serov there. He's going to line it up. Barrels are almost reloaded, fortunately enough, as well. Shots out. And, whoa, what was that, Sheldon? Well, that's the enemy Rook that's coming back. Gets a nice big hit there into the Serov. 3 citadels, nearly one-shotting him, if only a little bit better dispersion. Drav, meanwhile, sees the Vanguard is taking a good old fight here against the enemy North Carolina. And, well, he's just going to be absolutely hounding this dude now in this situation. He's trying to take advantage of the fact that, hey, nobody's actually looking at me. I'm just going to continue shooting this North Carolina in the open for free. I don't need to use the smoke screen just yet. His AA is going off though, but I mean, we're talking Flint AA here. He's got unlimited DFAA. He's going to pop that, just try and get rid of some of those planes to help out, I believe Com was getting strike there. Unfortunately, this Vanguard, he's not looking too good in terms of his HP. And as you can see, just by the minimap at the moment, Com is trying to go find this Rook that's up a little bit to the north. I'm trying to flee for my life. The enemy team is actually starting to capture our base. And we're not in a good spot at the moment. There's a lot of ships still left on the enemy team, and we're going to try and work out how we're going to deal with them. The Vanguard, very low HP, I think, tries to go for a drive-by, kind of messes it up. He dies to North Carolina there from fires. Drav's going to continue trying to pump rounds into this North Carolina. There's a Sinop on our team who's down in the bottom corner there. Drav's got rounds in the air. North Carolina fires a shot. Drav managed to get the finish there, which is excellent. Enemy Rook is over there. Drav is kind of broadside on there, which is not the greatest thing in the world. Oh, that Rook's looking towards him. The Rook does fire. We switch back to Com's perspective here, and unfortunately for Drav, that Rook is going to just absolutely nail him. And, well, that does really suck, but Drav did put up a good fight there and managed to get a couple of kills for us on the scoreboard. Com here does eat a couple of carrier torps, but they're only carrier torpedoes, and he does manage to shut down that Rook with a torpedo, fortunately enough. Now, back to my perspective. I've got 3 enemy ships closing in on me here. We've got the Osborne here. I've picked up the dive bombers. We're just going to try and see if we can get a good drop into this dude. We're looking for it here. We're looking for it. We get the bomb off. We managed to get 1 hit on him and a fire, which is quite good. We're going to try and get the bombers off again, because if we can finish this Osborne, it's going to put us in a good spot. Com is going to try and start making his way back now, because the enemy team only needs like a minute 30 to cap this base out, and we would lose. Our division at the moment, we're up to 5 kills total, 1 for me, 2 for Com, and 2 for Drav. We need to get at least 2 more kills to try and secure this mission, and that's all we're trying to go for at the moment. Osborne gets spotted again. We try and drop it. There was just unfortunately a bad drop for me, and here's where I'm talking about those Graf Zeppelin secondaries. We're going to start trying to rain down all hell upon this Osborne. And, well, this is what happens when you stick a lot of guns onto a carrier. I'm going to just turn myself into a makeshift light cruiser here. Sure, I don't have a heal, but who does a tier 6 as a light cruiser? Or even a cruiser in general. So I'm just going to start spamming rounds at this dude, and thank goodness for those manual secondary changes in the latest update where they've, well, made it significantly easier to actually aim the secondaries, and we managed to shut down the Osborne there. Enemy Boise is spotted, and we got some shells up in the air against him. We go behind the island, so we're dark now. We do manage to get a reset, but we're going to get the planes off. We need to try and get some more spots on this, because if we do not get the reset on the Nuremberg, we're actually going to lose this game. So, we managed to go ahead. We've got the spots here on the boys. We've got Com there on the side of the map. He is coming back as quickly as he can to try and get some shells off. Gonna go for a strike here against this Boise. Planes are going in for the attack run. He is angled. He has got DFAA popped, I believe, but we do manage to spot the Nuremberg. Now, we're going to switch to Com's perspective here. He's managed to get some shells off against this Nuremberg here. He does get the reset, and he does actually pick up his high caliber here, which is awesome. 161,000 damage for Com so far. Fantastic result. We're at 6 kills total in division, and we're just really hoping to really get this one last kill. We just need this mission done. The time is ticking. We're trying to get all of this done. This Nürnberg, I think, is going to be this unfortunate victim. He's only on 4k health. He can't heal. He's actually pushing back in towards Com. Com is trying to push straight back into the base. He wants to get those secondaries up and away. And, well, the secondaries have just started going off. Yes, he's been set on fire, but he's still got a few DCPs left. He's still got at least one heal. He's willing to take that fight. Secondaries are going off. Get a couple of defended ribbons there, which is nice. And, well, there we go. We managed to get coordinated attack. Com picks up a close quarters expert there. We've got 7 kills in the division, and we're just rejoicing at this moment. Com gets a salvo off against this boys, who is just trying to YOLO me now at this point. Com gets a pretty good hit in there. But I've got to be concerned now, because this boy can actually do quite a fair chunk of damage to me. I mean, he's got a super heal. I've got no heal, so whatever happens, we've just got to do as much raw damage to him before he deals as much raw damage to me as possible. He's got 15 guns on his ship. They're light cruiser guns. They can hurt. We just got to... And Com's here trying to get some good shots in. You can see I've been launching planes against this dude. We get a well, strike off. Unfortunately, the AA on the boys is actually really quite good. Com did get a decent shell into him, but at this point, I've just said screw it. We're going full light cruiser mode. Who is the best light cruiser here? Is it going to be the US built light cruiser, or is it going to be me, the German carrier? And, well, we're just going to go full broadside. We've said screw it. We need to get as many guns into this fight. He's shooting AP at us, and as you can see, it's kind of hurting. But unfortunately for him, I think, well, I don't think, I know he's going to go down, because there's just too much firepower on this carrier. And we pick up our second close quarters expert in the lowered heart. Enemy burn comes in. He's trying to get his AP bombers off in the strike here. We shoot one of the planes down. We get the second one off just in time. I wasn't quite sure at this point, but I still popped the fighters over my head. And our division is up to 8 kills now in this match, which is pretty awesome. We really will, like, oh, can we possibly get 10? I mean, obviously the Sinop and the Vanguard had already managed to pick up a kill each, so no 12 kills for us this division, but can we possibly get 10? Still 2 enemy ships left. This Dallas, who is really quite low HP, and this Serov, who Com obviously blapped much earlier in the match. Can we find them? Can we actually pick up the kills here? There's only 2.5 minutes left in the game. We are in the lead, which is really nice, but we just got to be concerned, hey, what happens if the carriers try to strike me in the lower heart? Because if he manages to take me out of this match, that might actually flip the scores. I don't think it would flip it enough, but we just got to be cautious. Sinop is actually applying a lot of pressure as well. He's going ahead, he's actually capping the enemy base. And, well, we're just trying to see where is this enemy carrier gone. Switching back to Com's perspective here, he's going to try and look here, try and get some shots off. And there's the enemy Serov. My planes actually do spot him. I've put down a fighter, and we're going to just try and see, hey, can we hunt down and get rid of this Serov. Com's looking for the shot here, lines it up, shells out. Here come the enemy torpedo bombers. Strangely enough, they're actually going for Com here. Com says, get out of my game, buddy. Gets another Citadel against the Serov. Up to just under 180,000 damage at this point. There's 1.5 minutes left in this game, and that is Com's 4th kill. So, as a division, we're now up to 9 kills together, which is by far one of our greatest matches we've ever played together. And now we're just like, can we find this Dallas? Com shoots here, just trying to see, hey, is he going to get spotted? Where might he be? He doesn't get spotted here, so that means he's either in one of 2 places. He could be coming back to try and defend the cap. He could be hiding those islands down there where the Serov is, the Sinop is. But my planes haven't been spotted already, and, well, that must mean he's up towards the north. There's only 45 seconds in this game. We're going to try and see if we can race our planes up there, try and get some spots off, because he could well be hiding behind this island. What's that? F9, F10, E9, E10, behind that island that's located over there. That's likely where he's going to be if we can get our planes over there in time. Com's just trying to blind fire again. He's not getting spotted, so he must be behind an island, or he's like somewhere well outside of detection range. Our planes are coming in here. We're trying to get the spots off. We pop up over the island here, and where's he gone? The enemy Dallas has just disappeared off the face of Earth. He must have run further north, but still. we were really excited to have gone all, well, those 9 kills there as a division. Com here actually managed to complete his grind towards the Zeton in 6 games, and this is the game that finished off on, which was pretty awesome to see. He got 4 kills. We got a whole host of medals here, as you can see. Com did just under 180,000 damage this game, absolutely carried the living hell out of this one for us, which was, well, that certainly helped quite a fair bit in this one. But yeah, whole host of medals there. He got Confederate, I can't remember, what is it, whatever the group Confederate medal is there, coordinated attack as well. I think that was for picking up 7 kills in the division. Got a close quarters expert. Myself, I got 3 kills there in this one. Sure, not the most amount of damage, but we did a fair bit of spotting. We got 2 close quarters experts in this one, which made me really happy because, well, German carriers, you can't really beat the secondaries on some of these things. And, well, another 3 kills there, some good sits and everything, 12 spots. I mean, it's a carrier. You're going to be trying to do some spotting, trying to provide vision for your team here, which is awesome to see. Unfortunately, I would like it if Wargaming did fix this bug at the moment, showing you what kind of proficiency badge or what grade that you get. And anyways, and Drev here, he gets his couple of kills, about 57,000 damage. Not his greatest game in the world, but hey, it was enough for us to get those kills together. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to play. If you want to see more of this, I do stream live on Twitch. I typically stream Friday evenings at this point. Otherwise, I've got a whole backlog of videos here. I hope you guys enjoy. And, well, hopefully we'll get to do some more of these games going forward in the future, and some more of these types of challenges. So if there's a particular ship trio you might want us to try and pursue or anything like that, let us know down below in the comments, and we'll try and take a look at maybe trying to mess around with some of those ships. Anyhows, I don't have too much more to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate the support and everything. Some of the support on my most recent videos, thank you guys. That's been absolutely amazing to see. And yeah, that's all I've got to really say. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace, everyone.